Hello and welcome. We're here. Oh, take my glasses off. Oh, my hair's a mess. Here at the garden. Not really used to filming myself walking along. I think this might be a bit bumpy. We'll see how we get on. We are middle of December. I think the 14th, 15th, something like that. I'm planning to get some parsnip and one of my leeks to put with supper tonight. And we'll take a look in the poly tunnel and see how the fish pond's looking. Now I've got that black cover over the roof. And while we're at this point, I'll scan you around nice and slowly because it makes you sick. Here, I'll move over. How well can we see? We can't. I'm not used to selfies, it's very strange. And I don't have a stick, but my arm's stuck out and it hurts. So here, where are we? There we go, scan you down. I've got some blackcurrant bushes, can't see them very well. Let's go down. So behind me here in the garden, I've put in a row. I can't make my hand go the right way. There we go. I've put in a row of fruit bushes. These are blackcurrants that I planted twigs of a few years ago.
They have been in a raised bed and I have just moved them to this new permanent place.
It has been raining here and we have had a cold frosty week with frosty mornings. I wouldn't say ice yet, not really, but we're now due a few weeks of rain in the forecast and it's just going to be wet, wet and more wet. So while it's not actually raining for 10 minutes, I'm going to get up into the garden and harvest some parsnips and a leek. First of all, let's get the leeks. They should be good. I don't know, I think I'll take my biggest leek. What have we got? Can we see? There's my leeks, yay! I don't know how to hold the camera and pull a leek. Let's have a go. There we go, camera and leeks. So this one at the end is definitely my biggest leek. It's not huge, but as I've said in a previous video, these are the best leeks I've ever grown. The ground's nice and soft, so it should be quite easy to pull up. A short stumpy thing, but I grew it myself, yay! Shaking it about violently to shake all the mud off its roots. A leek, hooray! It's not huge, maybe I'll take two. I think we'll have another one, the one next to it. Let's take two of these. We'll have a nice chicken and leek soup. Oh. Well, this one's longer, but not quite so fat. There, two wonderful homegrown leeks. Oh, rooty bit. Let's see the leaky bit. Terrible filming, absolutely terrible. What I also want today is over here is some parsnips. Hard to see because all the tops have died back, but I know there's parsnips in this bed. I'm going to need to get a spade to pull them up because there's no strength in the leaves anymore to pull. So let's go and find a spade and dig up a parsnip. Now then, let's go into the poly tunnel and see what this fish pond's looking like. I need longer arms or a selfie stick. What have we got? Oh, we're still quite green, but definitely clearer than it used to be, because this is without feeding them to come to the surface, and I can see fish. The big telltale will be this summer when the sun's out, if this gets deep green again. Hello fishies. Oh, scared them all off. Oh, it's nice to be able to see them. I usually do. It normally dies back at this time of year, and then I get to see the fish in the early spring, and by midsummer we're completely blacked out with green. Greened out with green. Right, my arm's aching, so I'm going to put you down a moment and find a spade to go and dig some leeks. No, I'm not. I'm going to go and find a spade to dig some parsnips. So let's dig up some parsnip. I don't know which one to go for. These are
Oh my, that wind is mighty loud and noisy in the microphone. So I've switched it off and I'll tell you what's going on instead. Parsnip number 1 came up nice and easily. Muddy and filthy, but wonderful just the same. Now to go and wash my muddy fingers in a bucket of water. And back again to tackle parsnip number 2. You will shortly see why I say tackle parsnip number 2. It was quite the challenge getting this one out the ground.
Yay! Sorry you're a bit crooked. As I say, you're balanced on a garden chair. Parsnip number 2. Again,
Oh gosh, here's that wind again. It's really not that windy. It does make a terrible noise in the microphone though.
Whoa, I think I have a giant parsnip. Ooh. As it forked off a little bit.
Pulling and tugging and tugging and pulling, it will not come out.
Wow. I'm going to bring you over and show you. Oh, state of me. Well, this parsnip's proving to be a bit of a challenge. I don't know how long its root is. It's really well anchored in there. And I want to get as much of it up as possible. If you can see, it's my hand. Oh, my hand is a bit of guidance. We're going all the way down there. So it's the length of my hand, and I can't, terrible filming, it's holding, don't know whether to twist it, or to pull it, or to try and dig around it a bit more. Let's see what we can do. And while I'm here, where are we? I don't know where you are. There we go. I'll have this turnip as well. Much easier to get. Where are you? There, I keep losing you. Not very good filming. So we'll have this turnip. Yummy. That can go in the veggie stew as well.
Hooray! I did eventually manage to pull up that second parsnip. It certainly did put up quite the fight. So my harvesting for today, 2 parsnips, a turnip and 2 leeks. We'll make a nice, I thought, vegetable stew, but I've decided I'm going to roast them instead. Wonderful homegrown vegetables, worth the struggle pulling them up. They're going to taste delicious.
In shot behind me is a Polonia tree, which I grew from seed many years ago. I don't know how many, maybe 7 or 8. Last year, for the first time, late in the autumn, I noticed it had put on lots of little tiny buds. I was excited because it had matured enough to be attempting to flower. At the same point, disappointed. It was so late in the season. There was no way this thing was going to have time to flower. This beautiful Polonia tree. But what I've noticed as the months have progressed, although it's lost all its leaves as per usual, the little buds are all still holding firm, standing there like a little candelabra holding on to them all. I really don't know if the cold of the winter will kill them off, or if this is normal for a Polonia. It starts its buds one season and flowers the next. I'll bring us in closer so you can have a real good look at these little pea-sized buds of flower. You in shot still? Yes. Oh, I've got you very high up. Where's my hand? There, crawling up the branches. So these little tiny stalks of buds, apparently looks a bit like a foxglove when it flowers. And all over it, at the tips of most of its branches, it has these little, where have we gone? There we go. These little stalks of flowers. There. So all over it, at the tips of its branches, it has these little stalks of flower buds. And we're now middle of December, and we've had a couple nights frost, and they're still holding firm and looking healthy and well, not black and shriveled and dying off. So now to wait and see what this tree offers us next year. I'm all excited again, hoping that it might actually flower. We'll bring you back and give you a look if and when it does.